feel like I have something stuck in my eyeball. And I have a butterfly on my finger. And my face is irritated. And my eyeball's irritated. And I'm irritated. Okay, not really, but my eye is irritated and my face is irritated. Oy. Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Jen and this is my channel. Today's my weekly wrap-up video, letting you guys know how my week went, as well as letting you know some things that are in store for next week. And yeah, that's about it. That's what this video is about, and about what's happening today. So we'll start with how my week went. My week actually went really well. My food was good. I did the 2 days. I had planned on doing Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for my 24-hour fasting, but I didn't do Friday 24-hour fast. I did Monday and Wednesday of 24-hour fasting, and I enjoyed it. Then I went back to the 16-hour fasting on Friday, and I did not fast yesterday at all. Well, and besides normal sleeping fasting. Today I have not eaten yet. I didn't eat. The last time I ate was last night at around 10 o'clock. I had a snack and it is now 1 p.m. So that's about 14 hours now. I probably will wait another couple hours before I eat, and then I'll have a 16-hour fast in. Then tomorrow I will go back to 16 hours again. I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow, and I'm going to ask my doctor about the fasting and what he thinks about it before I continue with 24-hour fasting. I still plan on doing 16-hour fasting, kind of no matter what he says. But I am going to ask his advice if he thinks that's a good idea or not. So like I said, last week was a really good week. I'm sorry, I keep getting distracted because I have a butterfly on my finger. I got this from Alicia, my friend. She sells Paparazzi jewelry, and I've never been like the type that likes big chunky jewelry. I mean, other than me being big and chunky, you would think that maybe I would, but I've never liked chunky rings or anything. I've liked little kind of dainty rings, and they probably look ridiculous on me because my body's big and chunky and my rings are like teeny tiny. But that's just a good thing that I need a big huge diamond from a big huge body to match it. That's just a joke, guys. Everybody needs to stop being so cynical of the word fat, and just because you make a joke about your body size doesn't mean you're being negative. I am totally not sensitive about fat jokes. We will get into that in a little bit. Anyhow, my ring, my big chunky ring, my big chunky butterfly ring, I got it from Paparazzi Jewelry. Love it. I saw it and fell in love with it. I will leave Alicia's link to her Facebook store. She does live sales, live party sales, and then she also has a website. So if I can find the website, I will leave it, but if not, I will leave her Facebook page for her Paparazzi jewelry in the description below. So if you want to check out her jewelry, because this is just too adorable. So my week of food went really well. Like I said, the 2 days of 24-hour fasting and then the other days of 16. So then Friday came and everybody kind of got really upset with the donuts that I ate. And I can't say that people were upset about it. It was an opportunity for negative people to leave a negative comment, because 99% of the people who left negative comments I've never seen before in my life. They've never commented on my videos before, or they're the ones that always leave the negative comments. So it was actually not any of my actual supporters or my subscribers who are positive or behind me that left negative comments or were worried about what I was eating. A few people were really overly concerned about what I was eating, and which is funny because I wasn't concerned about it, so I'm not sure why anybody else was concerned about it, seeing as how it's my body and what I'm putting into it. So whether I eat a huge amount of bad food or 4 sugar-free donuts, I'm really not sure why anyone would be concerned about it. I surely wasn't. And I would do it all over again. I have absolutely no problem admitting that I would do it again. Not a problem. I worked the calories into my day. It was not a problem whatsoever. And actually I ate them, and now I have no craving for sweets again, because I was kind of craving sweets because I hadn't had anything sweet in a while. So I ate them and I moved on. It was no big deal to me. Now, with that being said, would I recommend somebody buying 4 donuts and eating them all at once? Probably not. I mean, let's just be honest. It's not like a nutritious thing to do, or, you know, it's not. I wouldn't give somebody that advice, but like I said, I'm doing me, and I'm doing what is working for me, and I have no problem with it. Some people seem to think it was a binge. It was definitely not a binge. I don't know what anybody else's definition of a binge is, but that was definitely not my definition of a binge. If and when I binge, it will not be on camera. I cannot foresee myself actually binging on camera. And if people had a problem with 4 sugar-free donuts, there is absolutely no way the internet could handle a binge if I showed a real binge, because people would just go completely insane. When I binge, I don't count calories. For one, I counted those calories, and there was just way too much time spent worrying about 4 sugar-free donuts. So I'm over that conversation. I'm moving on. Well, before I move on, some people also had a problem with when I used Fat Girls Love Donuts. I don't find the word fat offensive. I think it's like every other word, it can be used offensively, but I don't think it's a bad word. I think it's a descriptive word. I'm fat. So, I mean, it's not a big deal. It's not something I'm trying to hide. Like, somebody made the comment on one of my videos the other day, "You're fat." Like, that's all they said. "You're fat." Like, oh. So, nobody knew that before you left that comment? Or am I supposed to be hurt by that? I mean, it's an obvious thing. I am not overly sensitive about it. If I was so sensitive about it, I wouldn't use the title in my videos. I have no problem with it. And if it offends somebody else because they're overweight, I apologize. I would never call somebody fat, but in an offensive way. I have said to people, "Move your fat butt," or "Move your big butt," or I've said those things to people. So, and it's not in a hateful way. And like I said, I have no problem when someone says it to me. So I don't know why people are so offended by a word. They're so hung up on a word. I don't know. So that's enough time spent on that subject. It seems like every Sunday that I'm talking about too much of drama that went on in the week, and when there just doesn't need to be. So I'm just going to stop addressing it, because there's always going to be something that upsets somebody else. And it's just a waste of time to sit and have to explain myself or explain my actions when I owe nobody an explanation for anything. So I'm not going to do it in the future. I post what I post. You don't like it, you don't like it. You thumbs it down, you thumbs it down. It's up to you. It does not matter to me. I'm going to keep posting my videos about whatever it is I want, and that's just the way it is. So let's see, what else do I want to talk about? Oh, well, okay, I was talking about my food. So my food went okay, and then I had the donuts and still worked those into my calories. Now, yesterday I did not count my calories for dinner. I did not do intermittent fasting yesterday, which was Saturday. I had breakfast and lunch. I think I had, no, I had coffee for breakfast, and then I had lunch. And then for dinner, I actually went out for dinner. I went to a Valentine's Day dinner dance kind of thing. And for dinner, I had, my eyeball. For dinner, I had a piece of lasagna, a salad, green beans, and a piece of garlic bread. And I don't know, I had no idea how to calculate a piece of lasagna because it was a catered meal. So I have no idea how to track those calories. I probably could have just found a generic piece of lasagna and just added the calories. I didn't. Maybe I will go back and do that to MyFitnessPal if I think about it. And again, I'm sure people will have a problem with me having a piece of lasagna, but I have absolutely no problem with it. I did not have dessert. They had Texas sheet cake for dessert. I did not have dessert, as well as I had water to drink for dinner. And then later in the evening, while I was listening to music and while we were having a good time, I had an adult beverage. I had a vodka and cranberry juice, and I didn't count the calories for that. It didn't even bother me. I just drank it, and I was okay with it. So I had a really, really good time last night. I can't even tell you when the last time it was. I actually went out to be social, to listen to music. I don't dance. Let's just be honest. My big butt does not dance, but I chair danced a lot. So I think that was good for burning a few calories. It was movement and it got my heart rate up, and I enjoyed it. I had a couple drinks and I just enjoyed myself. I had a really good time. I think I needed that because my week, even though my week went well with food and my food plan, physical side of my week went well, I've had a really hard week emotionally. And a couple people have asked if it was YouTube getting to me or the internet getting to me, and it absolutely has nothing to do with YouTube or the internet. YouTube and the internet is fixable stress in my life. If it ever came to that, I would just shut it off and not upload and not reply to comments or just not be on social media whatsoever. A few people have commented that they could tell I seemed not like myself and I was giving snippy answers to people. And they're probably right. I was not acting like myself because, like I said, the week was very stressful. I have some very stressful things going on in my personal life that I don't feel that I need to talk about on here because it involves other people. And this channel isn't about other people, it's just about me. And while it does affect me a lot emotionally, it's not fair to drag other people into it. But just suffice to say that I had a very emotional and stressful week, and I could just feel, I don't know if anybody else can feel this or not, but I can feel when I do go out in public, I can feel people interacting with each other, and like the world is becoming an increasingly angry place, and I could feel that so much. And when I went out yesterday morning to do a few things and talk to some people, and just watching the interaction with them, it had nothing to do with me. Just like taking a step back and just watching other people, it seemed like other people are just agitated and angry and bothered, and it seems like the world is becoming increasingly angry for whatever reason. And then that bothers me as well because I am an empath, and I know a lot of people have a problem with me talking about that and they think it's craziness. And if you don't believe in things like that, I understand, but it's an actual thing. And then there are lots and lots of us who understand that what an empath is and get me when I talk about that. But I tend to take all that energy in, and it does get to me, and I've been feeling very stressed and very not like myself. Like I said, you could tell the answers I was giving to people on YouTube of some of the comments, that the comments normally don't bother me, but I found some of the comments were bothering me. And like I said, it was nothing about the comment itself. It was my state of mind dealing with the things in my life, and it was just that's where I was taking it out at and on. I was even taking it out on someone in my real life, how I was feeling emotionally. And when that happens, you have to take a step back and reground yourself and remember that it's okay. That other energy is not my energy. My energy comes from within. My energy is pure and clean, and I need to separate myself. So last night, the reason I'm telling you this is last night I had a really good time, and it felt like it cleansed my energy, it cleansed my soul, and it renewed my happiness. So it was something that was really needed, and I had a really good time. Then afterwards, I was able to reconnect with someone that I had lost a connection with and kind of mend some fences, and that felt really good as well. Fixing things, or trying to fix things, and things going in a better direction. So the week ended really well, and I'm very happy, and I am back to feeling like my old self again, and probably a part of it is hormonal, and there's a lot of people that don't like to hear that either, but it's part of it was probably hormonal. So the week ahead, what's ahead? I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow, as well as a therapy appointment on Thursday. And then I think one day this week I'm going to attend an OA meeting. I'm not sure yet, but I have thought about it, and I'll have to see how the week goes and what's up with that. But those are the two appointments I have, as a doctor's appointment, a medical doctor appointment, as well as a therapy appointment. So that's about all that I have planned for this week. Meal prep, I should be meal prepping today, but I'm going to insert a picture of my kitchen right now and let you see what's going on right here. So this is the current state of my kitchen. I pulled all the containers out, and yes, we've already decided that I have a container issue. And the old cookware. Yes, that's a garbage bag hanging there because I'm throwing stuff away. So that's everything out of my kitchen cupboards. Oops, my finger just got in the way. I'm going to be throwing most of that cookware away because I'm getting new cookware. And I'm going to find out which of these containers have lids. And then there's a whole mountain of lids right there. And half of them go to nothing. So most of those are going to get tossed out too. So that's my Sunday project. So that's my kitchen right now. I decided that I was pulling out all my cookware, all my containers, because as I've mentioned before, I have a hoarding problem with containers. And I have 1 million lids and probably 500,000 containers. We all know, I think we probably all know how there's more lids, or we lose lids and the containers never match the lids. I'm going to be getting new cookware because all of my cookware is old and stained and gross, and I'm tired of looking at it. So I'm going to be getting new cookware, and I'm going to get rid of that. I've been watching that Marie Kondo, I can't remember what the name of that show is, about getting rid of things and downsizing and minimalizing. So that's what I'm going to try to do to my kitchen today. Meal prep will probably happen at some point. I don't know if I'm going to do all my meal prepping today. I do have chicken out for meal prep for the week. Not sure yet what I'm going to make with it. I didn't make any plans. So I'll probably just think something up later today and meal prep today, and then part tomorrow, and probably post it on Tuesday. I'm not sure. So that's kind of my weekly wrap up and what's ahead for my week. And I want to thank everyone for supporting me, and those who have stuck around and are always supportive of me. I appreciate it. And I will talk to you guys again soon. Have a good week, everyone. Bye.